So it's finally here. At long last, the Scrap Mechanics Survival trailer is actually out, and Scrap Mechanics Survival is coming out in just a few days. I am beyond excited. I adore this game. I adore Scrap Mechanic. If you don't know what Scrap Mechanic is, it is a game where you can build literally anything that you can imagine. Machines, buildings, vehicles. The world is your oyster. And I love this game so much, but I actually haven't played it in quite some time. I haven't actually played it properly in, I'd say, a few years. And I'm very, very rusty. Used to be fairly decent, but I am very, very rusty. And I want to play a lot of survival when it comes out. But before I do that, I kind of want to, get reacquainted with the game. And what better way to do that than to play some fake survival. So what is Scrap Mechanic Fake Survival? It's going to be a little mini-series that I'm going to do on my channel about me basically pretending to play survival. I don't really know how this is gonna work out. We're gonna have to come up with the rules on the fly because I don't know what to expect. I'm not gonna just build a massive building and live there. I'm gonna try to pretend like all the resources are kinda hard to come by. And like getting them actually takes time and effort. And we're gonna have to go explore a bit, build things bit by bit. And hopefully we will survive in this creative world. So to begin with, we're gonna remove all the items from our hotbar. We're only gonna keep our hammer, because we gotta have a hammer. We gotta start with a hammer. We're gonna keep our lift, because, we actually need this to build stuff. We're gonna keep our wire connection tool, because I wanna go connect some wires whenever possible. We gotta find a place to settle. Ideally, I want a place with a decent amount of trees and rocks, because I will be mining them. Whenever I want to build something out of wood or stone or metal, my task is gonna be to actually make my own vehicle and to go to an area and, just mash some trees. I know I'm not getting anything from it. I'm perfectly aware that I'm not getting anything, that's not doing anything. But we're gonna pretend that it does do something. And we're gonna pretend that we will be getting resources that way. So I actually kind of like this little valley. And I see some metal in the distance. Oh, there's metal up there as well. Plenty of wood over here. Actually, maybe I want to go check out that mountain. Maybe I want to settle on a mountain top. That would be kind of fairly cool. What is up with this rock, my dude? It is very, very upright. Very bizarre. Very weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go exploring a little bit more. There's metal over there as well. So maybe that's a good place to settle. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get infinite metal from one location or if I'm gonna have to go to new ones. I'm gonna say we're gonna have to go to new ones after a while. I'm gonna try to keep it mostly reasonable. And actually, you know what? Speaking of mostly reasonable, this area is mostly reasonable. It's a lovely, flat piece of land. Very lovely, very grassy. And we have a mountain over there. I think I had a home on that mountain once in the past. And we can go, make a little outpost. We could actually build up from this area all the way up there. That could be kind of cool. Oh, what is this? Okay. Okay, very interesting. So I think I want to settle here. I think this is a good place for us to settle. Here on the grassy plain, plenty of trees, plenty of rocks, plenty of everything we really need. It's gonna be a good place to start our brand new home. So again, first steps that we're gonna do. We only have basic resources. If you look at our inventory here, we have several blocks, but I'm only gonna be using the most basic one. I'm gonna be using, I guess I'm gonna be using concrete, because there's no real stone block. I guess that is the best that we have. I'm gonna be using this bad boy, and I'm gonna be using wood to build my initial stuff. So actually, we gotta go get to mining. We gotta go mine some of these rocks over here. We gotta go chop some of these trees over here, and we're gonna get some resources, and we're gonna go build our first teeny tiny mini home. There we go, this is our new mini home. We don't have enough resources to build the walls yet. I also did build it a little bit above ground, because if we build things right on the ground, then we can actually see grass, and I find that very annoying, so that is why I am building it a little bit above the surface over here. Eventually, we can actually also turn this into a moving home fairly easily if we so choose. But for now, I'm gonna just leave it as it is. Now, we have to keep in mind there are enemies. Well, they're not enemies. But in real survival, there will be enemies. So we will have to go build some walls, build some barricades. And I'm gonna go and harvest a little bit. Maybe we should actually go for metal. How much metal would we need? We could build barrier blocks. We could build these things with some metal. Maybe that's not a bad idea. I think we're gonna actually ignore walls for the time being. There's no enemies on the first night. And there's actually no night at all, so that's completely irrelevant. So, but let's imagine there's no enemies for the first video or so we have some time to get our defenses up and running. I'm gonna go harvest a few more resources, get some more wood. We have a lovely little area of chopped down trees over here. These give us more wood, is what I'm gonna say. This means I have to hit these less often to get the same amount of resources. But they will expire at one point, even though they actually won't. This is very weird. I have to say, you know, I think this is a very cool idea. I'm having a lot of fun, but it is very weird playing a fake game that is, like, completely made up. So we got some more wood, we got some more stone. Those are gonna come in handy when we're building our base even more. I also wanted to check out this area. This looks like a lake. Like, I think this was once a lake and they decided to drain all the water. So this has to be some kind of factory. And I'm hoping we can actually find some useful resources over here. Because, you know, we gotta start building up more things. We actually gotta build some vehicles as well. And oh, there's something. There's something over here. What is this? Oh, you know what this is? Okay, do you know what this is? All garbage. We cannot reuse this. But actually, we found a bearing. A bearing is gonna be very useful. We can also like take these blocks, one of them might come in handy. Oh, what is this? It's a broken down vehicle. It seems very old. And there's only one wheel. But you know, like, one wheel is better than nothing. That is much, much better. We're gonna actually grab all of these things for us. And we're gonna take him back home, and we're gonna try to build our first vehicle. So we build our vehicles on this level lift that we can raise up and down as we should. By the way, it's also a very useful traversal item, because it actually can lift us up. I mean, it is a lift, so it would make sense that we can actually do that. So we have a problem. Only have one bearing, so we can make a vehicle that can only go back and forth. That's not very useful. Also, we only have one wheel, which again, not very useful. I have to like try to make a vehicle of some kind that can be operated with using only one wheel. We have a lot of wood now, so I think I'm gonna make a wooden cart of some kind. I think that's the best we can do, really. Let's see. So I actually want to make a little area over here in the back. It's gonna be a cart. So I think something like this is gonna work. It's not great, but it's gonna be okay for holding resources. Gonna make it a bit easier. Again, we don't really have that much stuff going on for us. I'm kind of afraid that this is not gonna be enough. The place is up here. I'm gonna actually use our lovely tool here to connect everything. Where it's all up and running just fine. Make sure this is a little bit stronger. Oh, it actually moves up top. I actually never really noticed that. That's kind of cool. A little bit stronger. Okay, that's gonna be our first vehicle. Of course, it cannot turn left or right. And I have a feeling it might not even work. But, you know. Oh, no, we'll see. Come on. It's barely moving. It's so bad. Okay, you know what? Since we have too much friction, we're gonna like launch this all the way up. Go! We're moving! It's actually working. Oh my god. This is the worst car you have ever seen in your entire life. It cannot even turn. I'm left to my own. It is moving though. And you know, if we find 2 more wheels, oh no. We can add them to the back. And I don't think it wouldn't be that bad if we had another bearing so we can turn left and right. If we had a bearing, we could actually steer this. And we could go wherever we wanted. Right now, I think we seem to be kind of stuck going in a circle because of the weight of our car pulling us to the left. But you know, it's better than nothing. Is it better than nothing? I don't really think it's that much better than nothing. All right, I'm gonna go explore the world a little bit. I cannot even use it. It's unusable. We gotta find one more bearing so we can turn left and right. Maybe we can find another wheel. Although I don't think that is as important right now. One more bearing is all we need. I think the best place to find potential bearings is around buildings, because that's where most machinery actually is. We're gonna go check out this area. Again, looks very highly suspicious. Oh, I see something. Hold on, let's go down here. What is this? It is very red. Very scary. Oh, it's a spooky door. Oh no. Oh, it's a door. I knew it. Okay, we can break this bad boy down. Gonna take a lot of work. Seems to have collapsed. Seems to be like an entrance to this area. Fortunately, it has collapsed. We cannot enter. We can get some resources back. We can get some of this metal over here. We can also get the bearing. There is a bearing there. Beautiful. We can also get the light. That's gonna help out our home. It's gonna be great. Alright, now that we have another bearing, we can go adjust this bad. We should probably try to find a way to create bearings from scratch, because if we have to like look for them every time we want to add one, it's gonna take us a lot of time. So if you have any ideas how we could make a bearing from raw materials, please do let me know. It would be very, very helpful. So we have two of these. I can actually remove this. We can remember we have two of these that we can play on this. We'll place on this vehicle right now. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. Maybe the simple. I'm trying to like consider the entire weight of my entire vehicle is gonna be on this thing over here. I think I want to do it like this. Maybe this is the wrong idea. Do it like this, and then we get one of these bad boys. I actually want to keep in mind that the wheel is quite big. Of course, we do have the wheel still. I didn't lose that. Okay, don't worry, it's right here. There we go. That's the wrong. We don't have that wheel. What are you talking about, Twisted? You're lying. We have this wheel. There we go. That's much better. So ideally, unless I'm mistaken, this should totally work. We're gonna connect this together. Again, it might be a little bit too much pressure on this joint over here. We will see though. And I have another thing I want to do. Okay. I mean, we can steer now. Still very slow. Takes a long time. We have way too much friction at the bottom. We can actually go fix this. We need more wheel, but I think like just by adding like a thing like here, it's gonna make it so that we only touch one tile at the bottom, right? And it's gonna make it a bit more sensible, maybe. And you can turn very easily if we turn it to the side. Going forwards is a bit of a struggle. Again, we don't have any wheels. So is it actually touching the bottom as well? I mean, we're moving. That's for sure. We are moving. But barely. We were actually a lot faster before. I'm guessing it's because it's like connected on a different piece of block here. And we could turn like very quickly left and right, so that's beautiful. Like that totally works. And I love that, but we just gotta find something that doesn't cause as much friction. It actually might be the angle as well. I think it might be the angle of the thing, because previously it was like touching the very corner, and now it's touching basically the entire surface, which is not great. So let's go try and like change the angle a little bit. So is it gonna be better? I think it's gonna be worse, but it's worth a shot. It's exactly the same. Interesting. Yes, we could. We have a light, by the way. We could start using the light. Maybe that would actually be the thing we're gonna do here. But it's kind of unconventional. We have a light. Hold on. Let's go remove it. We don't need the light over here. And you might say, hey, you're gonna use the light as a wheel? Yes. That is exactly what I'm gonna do, because it's gonna have a smaller surface area. And I'm assuming a smaller surface area, even though it's like kind of weird. I'm assuming a smaller surface area. I'm gonna place it like this. I think I actually want to place it the other way, like this. I'm assuming this is gonna help us out and make it so that there's less friction. Oh, it actually is helping out. But unfortunately, we seem to have collapsed on our side. So it's different. We have a different result now, which is great. But it's still not ideal. So I have one last thing I'm gonna try. I feel like maybe the problem is the fact that it's now too long. So it's actually the wheel's a lot further from the center of mass over here. I'm gonna try to move the wheel a little bit closer and see if that actually helps us out. So it's a lot closer. I'm not sure if this is good enough. We'll see in a second here. Oh, it's better. It is actually, okay, that was the problem. It's actually better. It's not great, it's not ideal. And also, my steering is the wrong way. I'm gonna go fix that quickly. But it does actually... What have I done? No, we gotta change this one. There we go. Can we up this all the way? Because I did lower it a minute ago. Oh, baby. We did it. We have a vehicle, we have a car. It's very bad. But it's gonna help us to roam the world a little bit and get some more resources. Oh my gosh. This thing is a disaster. But at least it's a vehicle, you know? And we can carry a lot more here in the back than we would be able to carry in our own hands. But yeah, that's gonna be the first video of Scrap Mechanic Fake Survival. If you enjoy this type of content, please let me know in the comments. Click subscribe to get more videos from me. I'm having fun. Hope you're having fun as well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.